Nde matina fidie mu hanu si a me ba be pense ni nyire mu e dia ma me hye baba se unya subscribe ya o subscribe to the channel ema mia na adoma na edan chen no wa click so e dia ma video biara ye de betum bia no e ya dia obenya notification uwie so a na wa share video we ama unie bi ono so wa share e dia ma obi fufo no wa ka kire ne se na ya se wa sa so agide adu a kye se de yakoso wo man Ghana no enne wo ba be pense ni nyina mu ama mu nyina no maso etimi atibi jumedi yesu de dane de nyina no menemoa e na edi ntina metuja wa hanum sei no na wo so comment section na sana dwentwe biara wo bia no na wo so wo de fa honom e de ama me enani de de kai a wo showdown jumedi yesu a program ye de be so mo Mondays to Fridays. On Mondays, Wednesdays and then Fridays ye ma communicators ahodo na akwanya wo me ka me ho e wo fidiom hanum sei ya to adwen ya hwetwe nkomo kwai o my Ghana be fa so ebetumpon ye de ni nyina no e be so mo e wo fidiom ha. But on Tuesdays and then on Thursdays there be menema bedwafo menema hwefo sorry menema hwefo eja me fire wa hanum sei na wo mo so wo ma frɛ abadwumedie no so na wo mo so de wo ma dwenkyerɛ aba. I see a lot of comments most times they say o say me to be phone lines no etum de bia emre ekonenim no trust me say meye ni nyina no e de amamum ye try say ye be share time ne ade ho nti se ne kwan be mu a metuja no ha na kwan be mu a mebi atum na eja mo so mafrɛ abadwumedie ne so na ma na da kasafoni ne no we ne jujumedie ho be so ba na obeso yase a wetimi aba na eja wa ba be so yase product a wo to no frɛ ye nko ade a trust me say mebo ho de ro e de amount na ne nyina so enko de wie ye no and then de ye de ya e ade a communicators baba be come ho exactly 3 p.m. na ejade yekoso o my Ghana na yato adwen e de afa ho sa so e na 180p so e de newspaper review no e be ba be so mo de si amidi e de ndara ya sewa eja nda me besa mesem mo mbre besa ye kɔ ne pa nyame adoma September 5th e na akwatia by election no sorry September 2nd e na akwatia by election no ba so exactly a week today nti e na watch pepe ne de e da bi nyampa e china mbom na watch na chese akwatia by election no niema ekosho wano e wo hono last weekend me hu se NDC amanyo kompanifo wom Julius Debra say wo mani bede ya nkasa wo nyina no kopie wo hono me de campaign emu odin campaign chenchire chankasa and wo mo ye e wo hono ma wo mo hwese nyame ya dom on the September 2nd amafudu kokromote no ebeto aba ede ama wo mo na NDC amanyo ko no so sabre ya me no wo kase wo ma no demo ankasa Sunset Temale Central so ekunya ba beda hono ma chese NPP amanyo ko no kra de wo ma roro wo mo nsefiri ho wo me decide say eyade a wo mo contest but according to esi educatia na se bi oni tu dwa no wo kire se enipa chese wo mo nyina na be pick forms a wo mo so be so wo mo contest e wa Temale Central no wo mo akasa kro wo ye NDC fompo no eyade a agi wo mo nsem ankasa sanse wo ma hwehwu nipa dom se ena sabre so amene mo kase akwatia honom no I think from last 2 weeks na metina sibia na me body rose eyade a IGP yohono wa hye na fo nyina abo se nsemu na je se kosho ewo ablekuma no sa na ema ne de nya de je se ebi be kosho ewo akwatia ntina de a police for training na yemu odi ankasa ene ye training nkrofo a wo mo hwe se sa etwututu oye de pepper spray gu obi ani yabu obi ni ade nyina no enkoso ewo akwatia sabre ya me mo kasempo no yade a chese nipa 10 nipa du ya grabe wo mu ebuhwe anya asem ketwa na yesi ene etu agese enya mofre tuo yi bi dia police fo mpo wo mu ni bi no eno era sankrofo ni nyina no ekura se media maka chem se IGP die nani abede wo se nsemu no anano ade ko so wa blekuma mpese ebi besi nti wa wanti efutuo wa ma adwe na anya adwuma na obekọ ayakwati se okọ akodi nkwati asem ne ade ne ne obi besi di maya wo bedemu achankasa ena youth de so di abre ne abre bia ya na metumofo se politicians ne de nyame adum wo manya wo mu ho awie ba me no mienu na agese ye adwuma boso be so ye be boso me so ye benya ye kakra wana abre ya abre wa abre bomu no na nya asem keto na so politicians wo manya wo mu ho se tam nti wudi wo machi ye ma wutuo ye ma be 100 cities 200 cities 1000 se kora kodi nsemu na at the end of the day wo na wo kwa kodem at the end of the day wo na be kwa kodem wo mo da wo mo yere to ho wo mo ne wo mo ba beto nse didi ne ade nti wo na se bi ye be homa se kodi nsemu no wo ya no wadwin efia wo firim abrante ya ye fra na chenkwa na ene de show busua me ne mo kase okopie mu court ene so a ya ma ni bail eripa 8 helicopter crash e koshi Abranti etina wuntumi TV ekeka nkwasi asem make allegations bi kura say ye man penny his excellency John Dramani Mahama helicopter crash e koshi just wonim hu bi ni ade ebusuafo ne point fingers at ono ene ya che no nanu ada ye chi ni obeye dede am hero be ya hero metra aka say sebi ubeye hero enye nkwasi hero say ena okopie mu court ena so ya ma ni bail memani agye ho esansa ye twe na so nti no we nipa na wudi echi nim say bia join the political party bi enu nti ena na wudi nsemu no ni ade at the end of the day no sankrofo no wo mbuju wo mani wo ena wudem tiri wo ye youth na wo hwe shoulder djumedi edi a efutuo no minjai mada dani de nyina no eya de amede se efutuo no ebemam wo ye bibi a wahwe fie a wo free wahwe busu a wo free wo bisa ho se daachi bi asam to daachi bi ye chiwa why ene eba bejira wechi why ene eba beka hom na sabe ya mene mo kase su de ebusua NPP abayoko no ye jademu ankasa ene de Kennedy ohine Japan di asan ankasa kane no ne de ye ke jade NPP abayoko no mani ye bo Kennedy ohine Japan dim Kennedy mre bi etwem wo beka so boku hu sensem ne ntokwa ne ade ondi obetumi aka ni plane na ye plane fa se sa ne ma ne nyina no eka hu bi ena ma NPP abayoko no 2024 election wo mantumi awini woka ye na mafuche na basane sra wa befo ntentanfidie hwe ne edidi atememu oden womu ye ya ka se wono Kennedy ohine Japan mpo ena destroy NPP party no wono ena say party no wono na wo wiewie NPP party no sabre dia Brian Acheampong so wakwa akokebi na Brian de nepa na bushia behu se Brian no nye be ma saa o chiakai yaka bema chese wotumi china ne naso na bema wotumi di asam ne to ho no na asam ne ehome no Brian Acheampong ne nkasa bema no ho esan se Brian Acheampong over the weekend wono so ne manfo di nkomo esrese nyame ya aduma next year 31st of January wo to an wo to abade di ama wono Brian Acheampong no na wo kasa ne mu no wo ba be kire se eye NPP amanyoko 2024 election wi a wo mo wi yenim gwase wi just report what just say in the history of NPP amanyoko woman Resign nimguasie wi ni bidano won do betumi aka say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enam boko ho ntokwa boko ho sensem mamprusiru kusasifo woman tokwa ya just say peja di mu ya na nse ya tete se dia asomdwe ya be san ne ma ni nyina no ka no ye no so onom won fa blame ni nyina no emfa ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia san say enyo no ana wo no weja wono ne ye wo ne betu mu enti ade na to na woye den ya aje so wo mu bi but santokwa no wo mu wogidie bi se wo mu ekofa candidate bi am woye mampusi ni anaso woye kusasi ni wo mu de ne ba eyade aje santokwa na wo bokoro ebe se Kenya ni mu na bokoso ni mampusi fo no wo mu fa kokromote no efa nto aba emfa ma wo mu de biara da na sa azemi aje so wo be ka ye ho wa wonim se ye de oro so 10 cents aba te ane Brian Acheampong Dr. Brian Acheampong Eastern region fo nyina wo mu sikeni ane wo no na ja yesi biggest hotel in West Africa eye ne de ye de ne 10 cents aba tia just wo no ne de sanse wo nye be me sanse wo ni akukuduro ntino wo de letter aba tia bushia wo pacho na before ansa na ne letter no de aba no making kan ensem e wo mu ne di amamo no kura sema Brian Acheampong kan ya ene wo dwane no video no e wo hodo ba me hye so be ka me ho ne yakọ na yakọ akotie ensema Dr. Brian Acheampong wo di tudwa wo kire so ba wo mi ade ankenkenken yo no neja wakọ akọfa sema babata unfortunately ya ba be wo na tum ya ba wo na tum nso ne ye de ba jese kusase ne man prusin tokwa no e be gina ne na hwe papa ne yente sa video no emra sisia
a Muslim a Muslim president. And I still believe in that. To be a Muslim convention, we say we don't need a president from the north or we don't need a president from the border, from a Muslim. A Muslim or a northerner. Nobody can convince us. I still believe that because our party must evolve as a national party. Nobody can convince us. But we need the first thing a man brought together is power. Two. In selecting our presidential candidate, we need to select one, even if we are going to select it from the north, one that can win us power. And I have said it, that if a Muslim candidate now you know, or a Dabumbani, Dagatini, or a Bimoba, any other tribe, or will be a problem, then you make that kind of chapa and coming out of contest. Bawumia is a fine candidate. You never been candidate. He's only a victim of circumstance. He's only a victim of circumstance. And then there are who feedback. Kumasi for any man who for almost problem. President Kufuano, we need NPP voter Kumasi. We need NPP voter Kumasi. President Kufuor winning NPP voter Kumasi. And winning NPP voter Kumasi. And this is a original conforming. I am a Faba and Yapa. And in 2024, about 1 quarter, a free OT. Ediko upper east, upper west, and northern, upper western region. The Lucy is a woman. It's and you are a victim of circumstances. It's not your fault. I may know anything, but we cannot wait. This situation, we and I have vampires on him, making us solve in 2028. But the suspicion will not go away, and NPP will not be held ransom and stay in opposition because of this matter. That is a fact. We are in this business to win power. And here emotional and here personalities. I'll give you examples. We are here to win power. And the NDC always shows us the way. There's no emotions. The Jimmy Cassie and Pocket here, and you have got money. Sometimes we get carried away with emotions when we have to do the politics. I would have contested power. I would have contested power. So by election, by election, the Cassie and the Papa. And you can't point out fast one. The coin. But by nation, you wouldn't hear it. And we are a political party. And you say, the people Kamalinu Krano, they are protesting how I 2028, you know. That is what we want to do. And yet, Abunyano Abeto holiday, and only 187, 183 or parliament. So when now, we will go a woman on the 2028.
Bryan ACHEAMPONG and a yakwakotie na banti wutie Bryan kasaye mu anu ochire se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de oye victim of circumstance na kusase ne mamprusi ntokwane ade no se Ghana fo ye sa kasa ye de Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia esa hwo babiom a enya ade a chese bebu esasa sa ntokwa no ade e be pagya ni mu ankasa na asema wo kan ye ebusua mi no mienu nyina nim sa asema wo kan ye boni bi anim asema wo kan ye eye no kura trodo ba esan se Dr. Bryan ACHEAMPONG wonye be ma just wono no woti ntoshu ogufo no asade de tetere ma asa fenti no wo hwe se de Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nkrofo yi wo ma ba be fonten fidie yi sho just se wo mo toto bona na ndi ebusua o release letter tetenten ane wo de letter ba bonten wo be sere se oh Ghana fo ayeye NPP fo ayeye wate me Dr. Bryan Acheampong manya ma adwen se bia me ba be disrespect Dr. Bawumia o manya ma adwen se bia me ba be ka bibia agese be ku Bawumia ni mase de be letter na da hwe en wo kire se nsema achese wo kan ye no ka me akwaye sa amanfo bi na wo mo pese wo mo twist ne nsem no na wo mo maso wo no Bryan Acheampong yo bi agese wo mpa hwemje wo ba so wo de ntokwa ye fe ne tokwa ebi ba party ne mu na wo no na asema no wo ka nyina ne se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de enye ne forte se Ghana for yanto aba fa mana na so enye ne forte se NPP amanyoko no eluzi 2024 election na mmom no enam kusase ene mamprusi entokwa no de amafo kanom eno no Dr. Bryan Acheampong wo de na no etu bibinti mebeto bebo de ja makenkan letter no Edi amount where every Dr. Bryan Acheampong the camp or say don't waste Dr. Bryan Acheampong's harmless comment. Our attention has been drawn to a video mischievously placed together and venomously captioned, making rounds on social media and associated serial misinterpretation on social media. Dr. Acheampong has not at any point blamed former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for the Kusase Mamprusi conflict. His comment in the original video clearly stated that Dr. Bawumia was a victim of circumstances, not a cause of division. Dr. Acheampong cautioned to express deep regret for the former Vice President. Dr. Acheampong's remarks reference a deliberate political strategy employed and exploited to weaken the NPP's performance in key regions and constituencies. This is a matter of record and should remain a strategic concern for the party moving forward. Dr. Acheampong's message is clear. The NPP must unite around a winning strategy and candidate. His campaign is anchored on unity, transparency, and results. His vision is to position the NPP for decisive victory in 2028 and to govern with the strength and clarity needed to resolve the deep-rooted issues holding communities and the nation back. We urge all discerning patriots to take a listen to the full recording of the relevant portions and draw their own honest conclusion. And for media enquiries or further clarification, and they will to me after a yearly spokesperson. Now, one no attribute and kobo. Now, me kind idea we and say, Dr. Bryan Acheampong, dear what's our true will let him we any and so much as a circulate no Nina no aya no cre upese Ghana for who say a wom say one dia upa shumje a wom say wo dia wumpe wetimi waka me bibia na mmom no 2024 election I just NPP ko ya wo mu wiye e san candidate na wo mo de ne baaye no sa candidate na ensem fata e na sa candidate ne san se ne kura wo free mu no just entokwa epegya ni mu e wo ho ni nyina no eka ho bi ena ama afa kokromoti na nto aba nti Dr. Bryan Acheampong waka asem say ya you should stand as a man asema wo kan ye record no e wo honom ti no se wo de letter tente ye ba bonte ni ade na ye bia no e fa so be le beba so sa ehumo bro sa mote sem ni baby aga na fo ye duru no enye nom ene ye de ba beto aba na wo kan ni sem wie ya na ja Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ani NPP amanyoko no wo mo former candidate de wo mo present in the ba 2024 wo no so kopie mu e wo New York ye say NPP 33rd anniversary na wakopie mu honom no si ye bra mabre wo party ni mu pa ntimase danie dia maye wo NPP party mu mene me yire Samira Bawumia bra na chese ye defend NPP party ni dia ye bia mo ngina bebi ana se mo hu da se entokwa wo maprusi du kusasi fo ntemi ntono ye ntumi embe ye vice president ana se ye ntumi ya campaign wase bua wa bua NPP party pa enne Dr. Bryan Acheampong ko ngina bebi beka se enam ono ne so na jese ndokwa jese ekoso o maprusi du kusasi fo ntem wo bokono NPP amanyoko ne ntumi awini election wase wo kama Ghana fo nyina ate ase se wow besa wo stand se candidate na delegate di kokromati no eto so abado aye bia wo ba bra beka de obeye and was wo ba brana beka de ye to aba ne mawa de wo ba ye wo vision ne wo ideas no fe no ne begu honom o record de wa ye de ama party no bra beka no na delegate enfa kokromoti no ento aba fa ma na wo ba na be attack e bra na jese wo bra ne de ma hu se anye bi entokwa woni krom na nne no wo be so wo be ye president no enem bom no e na Ghana for any jese candidate amujira sa we de a straight bullet to Dr. BRYAN ACHEAMPONG and Kennedy Ogine Japan. Bawumia se wo ba bra beka de ba be ye memma na be attack obi a yenkwe na yenko tie Dr. Bawumia emrasisia.
We have unity. If you want to contest with me, come with your vision, come with your vision, come with your ideas, come with your integrity, come with your track record. And that is what we are going to run this campaign on ideas and not on where you come from. When I was defending the party in the Supreme Court in 2013, they did not say I'm a Baptist man or a Muslim or a governor. When I was giving lectures and campaigning for the party to come into office in 2016, they did not say I was a Baptist man, a Northerner or a Muslim. When my campaign in the North made the difference in our winning the 2020 election, they did not say I'm a Baptist man, a Northerner or a Muslim. When Samira was campaigning the length and breadth of Ghana for this party, they did not say she was not a true Ghanaian. So what has changed now? Let us be clear that these views do not represent the views of the rank and file of the NPP. They don't represent the views. The NPP will always triumph over tribal and religious bigots. What we need is unity to go forward and win 2028. Without unity, we cannot win. Let us remember how.
Dr. BRYAN no was one who wa party ni mu papa just 2016 na wo defend the party no ye campaign ade and dem nyina ma hu da sento ko woni krom and then na wo bepe mampani akunwa na ba betena so no e na mo be hyase attack no so ne de wo mpesa e ma mo fa sa am attack no e fa ma ne so wono wo ba de wo be ba be ye no no ba no wa ba be ka wo be ka na amafo beto aba de amawa na amafo ato aba ama na wo ka ne nsem wie ye na ndie busua wa jampe ya na ndie orusi mu se ti men was ye muntie me sa propaganda na mo de ko na me ye kremoni nti na amafo nto aba mfa mma me ne ade no munyai wo se ne nje sa ade no ho some propaganda na just a modern nam ni ade and we kremoni nti na amafo ato aba mfa man nti wo ka wie nam so oh Dr. BRYAN we podie Sanka ya kaso obi a wo share this tribal politics ya anka ya wo esan say eyawo na wo ne wunuanom kremofo ko hia ye na wo ka kire wo mo say we de ye de wo mo ankase wo mo de abanti wo mo fa kokromoti no ento aba emfa ma wo enti wo be ka enu ne wie ye no wo sa so ne ama fufufuro ko hia ye na wo sa ka kire wo mo say wo na wo ye kremoni no ye amafo adwen say bia na NPP fo wo mo fa kremoni be di party ne nim da so this time ne de wo mo de waba na ba na wo mo de waba no wo mo be tuo ba ne dia ma ma chese yenti be mufu akra no ebe buru ya adwe ne yenti ase so nti wo na wo be ka asasemi na afidie wo nuanom kremofo wo ma nto aba na afa ma wo na sa amafo ka eto de bia wo se ne ema bi wo no ma Dr. BRYAN wo ti ase chese BRYAN wo hweye busua ade wo chiri ane se wo be ka chere se nam ne so na MPP weye BRYAN on pesa sa statement they say and na mono BRYAN so na MPP lose 2024 election on pesa obi abeka bida yate ha na thank you to wo beka so no na MPP wi a wo mo we ye no wonim ho hwe na ebra na chese ye beto abampo na adoda kwakufo adoda ne finance minister wo mo to fu wo mo no na wo no BRYAN nim ho hwe o wi ye beka say eniem ebra na chese wo tufo ebra no wo ka che MPP amaye ko so wo mo yesi no wo ma ntie it when it comes to Dr. BRYAN delegates any fellow presidential candidate Mesremo Bawumia the idea one part for be catches and I'm national NPP way sample and I'm national NPP way ya one person will be just ID but the same person ever catch a Ghana for same a idea one only a cremoni intero ya batwa badia man in as much as I do not condone to this whole tribal politics near there I feel say it is not healthy to me lady me feel say enye healthy but wona wujina no wankasa wenu masem wankasa wunsem a wokan yen eno na ndamafo eyisu against wo be ka kire Ghana for say enam say Mahama every north wonso free north say won do to aba na say Mahama ba nobody from the north would come and then become a flag bearer or come and win election into wankasa wunsem a wokan yen eno na nda eyisu against you. Now when it comes to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia yeah, the bonus no we are was yane and a parliamentary candidates we were honoma were Christian now so me na me Muslim no me kwani me nya more votes eche you no na we a parliamentary candidate or ye Christian no wakasa asem na me see ye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say wo be yes a comparison ne pa dia in fact trust me say emwa ane say wo na we presidential candidate no wo no nya more votes in nipa na we parliamentary candidate no parliamentary candidate ne de hia ne say ne constituency samafo beto aba ne de ama no de hia na ne so obedi nkonim nti ne say wo ba o mia nya 100 votes na obi a we parliamentary candidate onya 20 votes impo na so wo bro nipa na wo ba ne so an oyoke and a 2024 election the number of people show busha wo mo to skirt and blouse nya asam ketwa and nipa to skirt and blouse and yasem ketwa a good leader you be or accept criticism obejia tum so we yampa me na me ba ye me na me beka we ma ban na na ewo so na so unfortunately enema ntumi ankoye yamfa ma ye ntino mu de ma fa nche ye yesra mu nyina obi anka ne buntu de yem ye hwe nim se emre ekọ anim no ye be ye de soso ye be ye ne makase ene ade nyina na timamufu ahunu se oh candidate na wo ba 2024 no wo jitu mu ena gina wo jitu mu nso no wo be tsire Ghana fo nyina wo be pacho tsire Ghana fo nyina 2028 there yeah presenting a sense what patch up no yeah the neighbor yeah but when it comes to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia bushia Bawumia all accept criticism da one jin to musa nam ne so na NPP amanyoko na we ye na you as the flag bearer and nam wo so ye go blame wan na no adanko de she na adanko egufu ado ene ya ye se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia you were leader Debbie Amekase, I will never sit here and say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is not a fine gentleman, or you fine gentleman, now one should be a man penini bia, but some of the qualities of a good leader, sometimes I feel he lacks it. Good leader there, can't there, that's all there. Accept it, apologize. Yen share ni ma yebe tumi, yen share kwa yebe fashwa, ye kwa yenim yebe tumi abuilde, but one only there enyo Wushu na we candidate ntenya wona me na yaswa meti he me ne ya fa mbehema na ene buhua wo kopie mu 33rd New York for wo mo NPP for wo mo celebration yase wo sa kwoto bomb bibi wo honom wo so no enam ne so na nya so wo nye kremoni eno ti na manfo anto ne so aba ne yenkwe na yenkotie no so emra sisia
2008 we had one seat. 2012, under President Akufo-Addo, we had 0 seats. 2016, we had 2 seats. 2020, we had 1 seat. And 2024, we went back to 0 seats. What all the data is saying is that out of the 6 seats in the NPP, out of the 6 seats, the 11 elections, NPP has 0 in 6 of the 11 elections. So this is not an area that is a stronghold of the NPP. In fact, if you took the whole Boku zone, the 6 constituencies put together, we lost just 30,000 votes in 2024. So you can't look, it is not the Boku election that made us lose 2024. And we need to be very clear about that, that the data shows that the Boku factor was not a factor in the outcome of the 2024 elections, that we should stop moving in that direction. Another piece of propaganda people have been pushing, and it's very important, is a religious propaganda that because I was a Muslim, and that's why we didn't win. That is also not supported by the data. I'm a data person, so I always go and look at the data. And if in fact that was the case, you would see that NPP presidential and parliamentary candidates, if in fact people were voting according to religion, in most of the constituencies, the Christian parliamentary candidate should have been doing better than me, isn't it? But that was not really the case. In most of our strongholds, I was doing better in many constituencies than our parliamentary candidates. If you see in places like Efija Secretary East, in Ashanti, Asante Akim Central, Asante Akim North, Kimawa Beja, Bekwai, Kwada, Soma, Pong, Manshia North, Manshia South, Mansun Edubia, Mansun Kwantan, Shayasun Sutra, Kwamambe Koso, Huasi East, Huasi West, Ofensu South, and then Secretary Pram Place. This is just Ashanti. I did better than all the Christian parliamentary candidates in all these constituencies. So it doesn't show. My favorite example is Asen South. Asen South, my good friend Reverend in Team Forjo was the candidate. He's a reverend, but I beat him in his constituency. So that cannot be the case. That
Mahmoud Bawumia no was you boko honom le kra de enye MPP for strong seat ane was you hone de enka seat akese a kese MPP amanyoko no mota ewi ni wo honom ti munya kra se mo pese mo de chichire ne ko se nam ne so na MPP amanyoko no eluzi 2024 election na ye wo video ne nso a wono Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne betu na nu tuo ka kire Ghana fo se eyade a kese nkremofo ne de kokromote no ebeto aba ede amane yentie sa video ne somra ne wi ade wo honom no na maka kire Bawumia
omu njindi se MPP omu de Dr. Bawumia beba but omu de ne badia omu betu amano sana omu kaya omu betu amano amba enti ushe north na ushe zongwa two strongholds Dr. Bawumia begina ebetofo from so NDC to me win election. Voter region, because Gina voter region, making more votes. I'm a NPP. Why was voter region? Making more votes. I'm a voter. And yes, sir. Making voters, so making empty almost strongholds. No, you know, a bit shaky. You be shaky, homo. And almost Dr. Bawumia Sano. And yes, sir. Because omunyina nimse me begina ho a mema omu showdown
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mesre ye papa say sasidie we pa de ya en eya mentansere sai ye ni abre wo krom ha sasidie we papa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mesre ye papa you are fine gentleman this kind of laughing en kwa de to max hey Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ebushia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na ye beto abanimu no wakas wo be ma showdown inkrebo fo ne beto amano wo mo beto amano enu ni o Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enu ni a enede wo be ka kire Ghana fo se enam ne so na MPP for lose election enyo no ene wa mankremofo na nkwankoto abanfa ma no na wono kra no constituency bi wo hono ma wonya vote esie Christopher MP sa wo mo hono na ye beto aba no Gonja fo beti ye won youth wo Gonja land beti Ghana fo won and same. Yen she ye papa na Mamprusi ene kusasi ntokwa no onipa biara ye involved bia no ya fa no ama megina ni mesan se Mamprusi fo wa adwe bi wo mutirim se ye de sa nipa no eba e yade a chese kusasi se nipa ne kusasi ni a nipa ne benya upper hand ena se nipa le so wo ye Mamprusi ni a kusasi fo ne so wa adwe bi wo mutirim se ye de sa nipa ne ba e yade a nipa no so benya upper hand ntino the Mamprusi and the kusasi ntokwa no they didn't want us to present any candidate, and as at that time na etuo ni ade a chese na ekita wo mo wo boko se na tokwa ni gina mu no na enkrofo wo mo ho no in as much as me na me nim se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia onye sanko totuo enfe nkohye amanfo nsase wo mo nkokwa no nko ade me nim se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia onye sade ne da but na wo mo make allegations be said because wo ye vice president ntino ama ne nkrofo wo mo ye bibia wo mo ndwe ho nti sa wo ne na wo mo de ma Ghana fo se ye hwe ye NPP fo mo hwe ye na mankofa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mbegina ho no na mo de ba kokobete no ye mfa nto aba fo ba na before yentie anase menka ne se MPP delegate wo mantie a wo mkofa Bawumia ba ye no eka ubi ene MPP we ye nti sisi ani me se bisa se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia si ema ye blame no enam ono ne so na MPP we ye me pa chowo why pa ne yenko blame ebia wonim ni pa yenko blame nam sure ema MPP amanyoko no wo mo we ye me sure se o be fa comment section na se e dia mame obi beka se bia na nado dan kwakufu ado sumi no mienu nim se na nado wan stande na nado dan kwakufu ado kra no waka wana wo mo ye ya se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia embe take over into the se enan wo de kwasha na nado so ebusia trust me say enye ye the candidate who NPP brought 2024 wasn't the best candidate. Mama ya accepting sir, and people have this ways for maka say and MPP for there ye fa wo bia ma first time and nipa no watu bia di nkunim da nti ye de Bawumia ba na se wendi nkunim a ye de ne beba second time ye de ne beba third time em for me ho de it is none of my business but some political party ne say mo betumi aba power some mentality sa adwe na wo mutirim say ye fa wo bia ma first time and nipa ni wini da no munyi sa de ni fa firi mutirim e san say mo benya candidate be as a candidate no ne track record clean onye corrupt nipa just team for do no nipa NDC MPP floating voters ni na no wo ma ye ready so am de kokromoti no ebeto aba fa e de ama nipa nti wo be gira ho na be ka chem say na ye nim say MPP for de ye fa wo bia ma first time na nipa de me wini dent no we na shedan ye news sometimes I feel so we make such analysis maybe na ebofom kakra. I hope you understand me because said debia wo ba only first wo class da eno ne nkire se wo ba no want to be in the first ane wo sua de no omia nani a first position no wo no shu betumi adibi video na chese Gonda land for youth wo hanom wo mutu Ghana fo nyina afo se mama fa ba omia ma na chese MPP fo ntie no wo mo de ne ba ya chese wo man to aba no e wo hon man no so be hye so be ka me ho ne yakọ na yakọ akọ sa video no abasisi a.
We are here at the police headquarters to address you concerning what has happened to our area, the Boya to be specific. The Boya town has been invaded this morning. Early hours of today, police has invaded the whole town, caused the arrest of so many innocent people, which didn't know what has happened. In related to the case involving two tribes. Who are these two tribes? Gonjes and Mamprusi. And we have a long-standing land dispute in our end there when Mamprusi are occupying. We don't have any issue with them occupying that land, yet they want to claim it from us because power has been vested to them and they know they have a powerful vice president who always be behind them. We don't have any powerful person behind us. Our land, our incantation, that's providing our land for us. And today we are at the police headquarters because our brothers have been invaded.
Our
118 of them are there. No food, no water. They have no access to their relatives to get them food to eat. Why do we deserve this? A conflict between two tribes. A conflict between two tribes. Only one side will cause arrest.
How many people
we have arrested? They have not arrested anybody from Kumasi land. Why? What do we do to deserve what we are going through? Our Gonjas not part of Ghanaians at all. Exactly. And the bullets we are finding on the ground, if not security, that can provide that bullets. No any civilian can have that bullet. Exactly. Why are we going through this? Because Bawumia is fueling them. We are here with their chief, so now insult all Gonjas. Call Gonjas liars. Call Gonjas human vultures. Flying all over and looking for food. Gonjas, we are proud of ourselves. We won't sell our pride for any other person. The NPP man, the vice president, we will not take Gonjas for him and we will not give our land for any man pussy. We are sending warning to them to know that we Gonjas are ready. If our brothers are not released today, we are ready for anything.
We met it. Evidence. I was there when they brought it. This is we met Resign also coming out. They came here with Bawumia pickup. Why? I will not Ghanaians. The police station. Who told them they came because of that? The woman they invaded the people in before they picked they went out with the pickup. They left with the car. So this is not. We don't even need someone to tell us that they came here because of this. Why? With this political, even political colors on it, and you brought it because you think being power will always end. At all means, power will always end.
Said I'm also going to add it. We are not fighting with anybody. Exactly. We are fighting with members, and we are fighting because of land. So we are defending our land. Yes, we are defending it. So why will politicians intervene?
You have evidence that
that is yes.
And now they've arrested innocent men, old men. Some are even on medication. Why would they do this?
And we know 3 o'clock
up to now. Why didn't they go and arrest Mampurugu? Why didn't they go? Why didn't they visit them? Why 2 people are fighting? And if you want to stop the fight, what will you do? What will you do? So did they go there? So why are they telling us? What are they telling us? We are disappointed.
Why are they arresting them?
We are ready for them to be released or we'll sleep here. That is why we are people.
Ebusia video no na yakwa akwhwe abane nti wutie wo mukasa that this video was before sana yakwa akwoto 2024 abano nti no we ye enkrofo a wo mu free boko na wo mukasa asem we akire Ghana for and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia show ebeka kire Ghana for say they are going to vote for him but sa woni we ni yentie and ya present Bawumia de bia metena video ma meka me say mo ya na mo hwe dwumedie me hu so obi a comment I think one lady Monica was saying na Kennedy ye traitor na Kennedy ntumi mbelidi na Bawumia bedi nkunim meti hey sa Bawumia di nkunim ebusua enka me quote na aka me shirt yena na yendo NDC amanyoku no na so at the end of the day NDC ababa ye me pa acho Ghana ne yentimu ana de ye fam nyina yetim NPP amanyoku penifo anu wo man wo mu china ekasaditi NDC amanyoku no enne NDC ba power me ba jo bi etukwa ya na NPP wo power de yebedi nanu an yebedi NDC wo power de yebedi nanu an yebedi na so ye ne ya fa to ye ho se ye bekoso ne ya kanokura ne de akire Ghana for ruchu mutan ya nokura ne yebeka de bia metena ha me wasem bia meka se minjira baby enka da se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia want to be meye mampeni wo krom ha anything is possible bibia betu bi esi at any time I brad atamos ekura free mu no menye sure se na John Dramani Mahama na wonani so se bibi ba besim oba be ye mampeni debi but that day wo ko adwuma no wo ko as vice president na so oba fie no na wo ye mampeni nti bibia betu mi esi wo ye mayi mu twedi aponyankopo hatawe wono nko ananim de besi in the next minute ba ye ni de ye ka kire Ghana for say bokufo message a wo mo de ba ne say ya person ya present candidate a wo free man prusi a ye nim se Bawumia ye man prusi ni enti sa candidate so betumi aba obedi kunima age se entokwa na ekwo ewo boko no sa ntokwa no a stop e na ye nyina so di one dance say anye hwe Dr. John Dramani Mahama baye ebe chine mu ana nya asem ketwa e go to a time mpo na e wo se na no ye na no tumfo na wo so wo bem na wo beka bi e de ma wo mo it is ne Mo presented Bawumia biom. Na se ni nuanom kremofo beto aba ma na. I don't have any problem. 2024 me to aba de ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Ase we makasa 2024 me ye NPP ni me to aba e de ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Hana ATP to aba ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Ye betina fidiom ha me anopa me twi fon frɛ me ma me ne me papa se me sire wo mu ye papa wo mu nkoto aba ne fa ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na Bawumia me ye mampani not because I like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or he was saying something na ebro sunti because I was an NPP member. And yes, Bawumia ye presented no. Now I am a preferred candidate, and that's why your candidate was sure be, and that's why your candidate. Me who say to a mana, whatever be papa be the amount. Oh my God, Debbie. I voted for Bawumia because I am an NPP member. It's in the Sabaya or to 31st January. So I'm going to the na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia winia. Osimwe Ghana for it is time for them to decide on 2028. But wamu koto aba no na se wakami wetibe frakadam be kwaso no wamu chinchimi kwabrane no wamu sa aso de we be hye yekowa. That is when na yemu bi ye betina fidiem hanim se ya condemn that act. Nti emo obi adwenye ne se bia mempe Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia asem debi Bawumia is a fine gentleman. Why a fine gentleman na wano sho be ye kunwa ni bia esafata. But we are talking about nipa obeba bebua wo man no se wo sha se na so the policies ba na policies a wo de ba no eyade emu odei eyade me hunu se bebua man Ghana. Why not? I stand for policies. So policies the obebua wo man no na ye hwehwe but se Bawumia entumi afa policy bia ma je se oh my God, why should I come and sit here and then campaign for him? I'm not going to do that. I am a Ghanaian, yes. Me a Ghanaian be jina what the man no kreno. Me a Ghanaian just a candidate or bebano. Nasemo bekana betoma kuma suneme usho beboa yenkwadia. I am ever ready say make sure me support the amount. Mo am prepping na na mobile comment session na say na Bawumia be winning na de ye hye ne emfa me patcho de bi. Me ne de Kennedy na me hu ni say so oba obetumi aba beboa my Ghana. Last week Friday metina video maka che say Musa Dankwa wase wakwa ye polls bi na wakoye ye no Kennedy ohine Japan nya 17% and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 52%. Na said ye wo beka ye na amafo train abasa ne sere sabre ya mere bokase organize interview e was Star FM credits no enko enfama wo mo and watch so asem na obeka ye na me say Ghana fo mumu bebre wo hono ma mo ntena se or compare a year 2024 said ye NPP primaries ne koye said ye main election ne koye no and wo pese Ghana fo hu ni say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia getting 52% no e kire say NPP for president Bawumia bioma wo bewe me hu ni interview bi a wo sa show ka say e ka wono nko dia aka Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia on resigning kope baby ntira and Musa Dankwa na what the report ba ya na MP before that's one of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no many abiri no mo ye campaign one asade sa semwe aba me sure say no show be ka me won yakọ na yakọ akotie abasisia.
We are 52% at the moment per the polls between August 12 and 20 is pointed to 52% for him, and Kennedy Japan is trailing with 17%. Were you surprised by this outcome? Because you know there are many people who have been talking about Kennedy being a threat. I know it's early days yet, but looking at the numbers.
If you look at the polls were conducted in July among MPP voters, 70% of MPP ordinary voters of the country preferred Bawumia, according to the July poll.
70%.
70%. And 17% preferred Kennedy. If you compare the views of ordinary MPP voters to delegates, it tells you that Bawumia is doing far worse among the delegates than he's currently doing among general MPP voters.
Can you repeat that? You're saying that in the general MPP supporters base, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is doing 70%.
Yes.
But among the delegates, doing 52% means that he's doing far worse than what the general party supporters agree with.
Precisely. And if you look at Kennedy, he was doing 17% among the general MPP voters. but he is still doing 17% among delegates. It means that he is doing better among delegates, technically, than among the NPP voters currently. But then in the case of the delegates, you can see that there's a huge chunk of voters who are currently undecided. And those who are, say, not disclosed, as I've mentioned before, they normally vote for Kennedy. So if you do the adjustment, which I don't want to do now, Kennedy could be far higher than where he is now. But there are a lot more souls we won among those who are undecided.
Musa dankwa ena sabri yakwa kotie ne nsem no abadintire sedie na amafu jubilate di ade no ese Dr. Bawumia the delegate 70% and the ekura no wo betumi aba but when it comes to general election na Dr. Bawumia west into no say sadie wo de ba ye no na amafu bebre nante ase owie ye so say Kennedy or Japan the 17% a wo no de ba ye no he's still maintaining that 17% ane both NPP primaries both general election Bawumia de na drop enu ntiro no kwa de ka wo no kwa futo ba ko de be man senga Bawumia ongo be baby ntina ane na Kennedy or Japan emrahara ATB atenase a wo de newspaper review no eba besom ye na ebusua wa wiesu ajesemate asem bi ewo masuma menko amintumi efa nhya mehumi wi a mede ne nyina no ebetu dwa ede amamo ATP
na ya se
bibia bokodi
yesu adom na nso e
oba de na daroma menso mehu ye papa eja ne nkrata ne nsembei ena abawom
okay na ya se we na wie ma memfa the new publisher emfa ma yetiefo ni ahwefo nyina kwa aba emfa mra enejubedi so no be pemu the new publisher na se shatawale ni foni eda hase last week ena yokofo eche no na abramu beli na pe ena se okopie mu ewo empoano asese wokodware ye ekire se amamre kwan so no ohoro boni nyina na se okopie mu no se de be ya bibi boni bia entimi enya we ne krata the new publisher ebo ho amanebo ewa ha se wonya bianu akomusuko no akenka ne nyina bi kama soso de amaye na wo ba ase na se Dr. Bawumia ni foni eda ha sei sanso na Bryan Acheampong so ni foni eda enam sama Bryan Acheampong ebe kan ye efasa tribalism no na wasasa babon tibiem se emayenfa blame no emfa man enye sa asem na wo ka batama for bebre na atriste asem na omoka asem for friend kratai kan wasem enso ewa hase na oba ne nchemu ase nam galamse a se yenso science ase na mo se ye japade wo man Ghana mo ase na yekwani bia na wo kọ eye adwe okọ eyekua a okoto se sa na pit ni bi da hono hono ye galamse site wakwa to ma ne kwaya ya ne kratai kan wasem ewa ha wonya bia no akomusu kwa kenkan nyina bi kama so de amaye mamefa anko daily guide na be pay mo daily guidance so a na se Bryan Acheampong ni phone eda ase ona sin sama ekoso social media wo mu se last year over the weekends no wo be kan se Dr. Bawumia mamprusi ni kusasi entokwa no ne gina so MP amane ku 2024 so mo we potodo ena o chire maga se asamanfo bebre na atresti asem na so mo ka different no no enye sana na wo pa aka whatever letter tenten enso e de ababonten na wunya daily guide abeku suko no akenkan ni nyina bi kama so e de abaye na wo ba ne nchemu ase na ese galamse fo ena yese ya chewo mo omugua se na wo kopie mo wo western region na eye ba bia ese omoye eye rubber no enua na ewo honom nyina hanom omatwitwa enua ni nyina ede ego ese wo de honom adane galamse site omutu galamse enne a police fo akwakoso omo paachi a yedo omo akwakopie mo police station yeja yedo omo kwakogina na court enso di ensem no ato ba bia ese yede to Dr. Bawumia so ni foni eda ha se wokratafe to so miensa na ni nyina ha Bryan Acheampong over the weekend nsema wo beka ye ene gina so ma Dr. Bawumia ekase ase yesi ane ye tribalism ne radio say propaganda no eya you too much dodo into obesrada say wo pese lead NPP abanuko na say wo ye campaign aton ho member ka different thing bi na class daily guide ka wasep enso e wase something na shatawale enso ne phone e da hasabra yoko eyi no kopie mu ompoano ekwadware ye no ene class ka wasep enso e wase na wo ba asia enso so a yeso kopie mu asima senior high school a na say government e tablets a man penny dada na nadan kwakufu ede koye no emu baako 21 etimi ayira ene krata daily guide bo ho amanebo enso ewo hase wonya bia no akomusu kwa kenkan nyina bi kama so ede amaye medewo kwa the Ghanaian Times na be pay mo the Ghanaian Times so a na se eyesi edun ketiani foni ede hase katafa toso eye nwotwe na ne sama aye klata yi kenyina ene se uko pay mo temale central eye ba election e ba be koso sanka ye mu takanka wanwa anko obi enu man ko be hu se bia sankrofo bi se nka percent kaja wo mo be di se akunya no na osi ni pa mako 14 e na atwe wo muti wo pese wo mko na wo mko to wo so aba se de be ye ono so betima ko eye Parliament House and also betima baba ye MP na se educate akrada wo se ne nwanwa cause wa na anwene ho krada sa mu ntakati ase ni nyina na amafo bi pese eja omo na se edifro no me krata eye the Ghanaian Times e kan wasem enso e wase sa so na wo ba ne soro ase so na ese man pani JDM abra wo kopie mu e wo eye Japan no ya na wo no omo akwa kodi nkoma fire Greek no ho ene omanya di eye 100 million US dollars eba bebo ama ya agri sector no bibia so akono wano enso e wa hase sa so na ye book researching allowances no ye see 2025 ka ye bebo e wo ho e 712 million Ghana cedis e wo my Ghana mo ase a ye education minister enso e dia betu dwa na Ghanaian Times e kan wase enso e wa hase me de wo kwa the chronicle na be pimo the chronicle so a na ye Dr. Bawumia ni phone e da hase kama na ni nyina ye Brian Champon wasa so abeka se nye de na wo kan no na naija Ghana fo asho mo mattress na mo cancer for so se Ghana fo ada mo nkasa wo no nkasa wo yi Bawumia ne fan ekosi nte na onya bia ko musuko a no akenkan nyina enso edamaye na akotia by election no Nyankopon on the 2nd September na nyampech na ni week pepepe na eba be koso a yehu se enkrofom mako edu a ya che wo mo ese etuo egu o mo ka mo enye fedi agura che wo mo nyina ai na yesra IGP so on phone 9 fancy from said e be ya o mo na wo mo so asa atu ni nyina begu o mo ka mu no yetimi ache wo mo na kratai kan wasem enso so a kratai kwada wo sinipa 5 but uko social media other platform ni so a o mo se enipa eduntunya krata ni bia katafa etosu mienu ene miensa obekomo suko no akenkan nyina bi so edi amaye na aba kratafa etosu eye dunnan so a na se Brian Champon na kase ena o se 2024 no eye de wi na oban no esimi ekono bad economy no ena edina so man NPP amanuko no area poto nyanya se bia wode no ho ekobo yes net no ena edina so ma NPP amanuko no ewe ye ne krata kan wasem enso ewa ha medo ko daily guide daily graphic sorry na be pay mo daily graphic in so a na ese gamanche eye homo hot 2025 no ese okopie mu wo ye nananom so ese okogugu nsa ene krata enso kan wasem enso ha 2025 BEC results no so no ya babon tianti se wunua bi etro bia enimani mo betima kwa check you see Nyankopon on the 18th October omo ekosuku a ansa oba soro ase ya nipa numa ese ya che omo a ya hu se omo di etu ekwakopie mu ya akotia ne so daily graphic enso kan wasem enso ewa hase ma me fa onko daily gist na be pie mu daily gist so a na ese free ya anka ne phone da hase kama na ne sama wakanya so si wo ayeye prophecies no adosho do dev prophecies no adosho too much do ade wono na wo se ne office wonom no wa yanka se won fa magic prophecies bia wo no mitiye mo amode ba ni nyina ye so kieye wono wa pa bakra se wo je se 2 minutes wo be hwe so ana so wo je se office ni se wo de be ye se adwuma na ene diligence ka wasem so e wa hase san so na Brian Champon ne Dr. Bawumia omofoni da hase ni nyina over the weekend sem ekokọ so ni nyina no enye eka wasem so e wa hase na ya Rich Hospital ya Ralph ne ho sensema last week e beto so social media eka se we pray nurse ni bi no nurse ni de ne court no so wo je 7 million Ghana cedis a esi na da ya Ralph ti so ya hwe se ya Ralph so obetwia na se wontwia no so krata eka wasem so e wa hase so na over the weekends no kopie mo social media ya sin crofo mako dumie no kopie mu water cradia no kwakoye rituals a ya che wo mu na ha ne krata delegate kan wasem enso e wa ha sei sanso na ye mean enso so etutu bi de ma ye mampani JDM no kase me mampani mi kura mi NDC ni mapa denso ye anti galamse a ekoso wa ha sei tax force for no wo mo jeje bribe dodo entimasa for ni e kire ho no me na sa de ekoso ni nyina no eto entimi entwa e wo kroma sei ma me fa anko daily post na be pie mo daily post enso so a na se eye Emma Penny JDM ni phone eda ha se sanso eno kopie mu ewo Japan no omusu ni phone eda ha se ni nyina kire se esi anyakopon aya adoma esi anya nya $10 million e de beboa ma ya Greek no etimi akoso ye papa kasa fe to so ensi na se rikopoku ne kasa no se NPP abanuko ne ekono wo mu jasika 9 billion e ka omode ewo ya Greek center no 9 billion Ghana cedis ne kratai kan wasem enso ewo ha se wunya bia na wako musuko enso so ede amaye mamefa eye de Ghanaian publisher fan sorry so na Ghanaian publisher kratafa toso eye biensa no na se Dr. Bawumia wone BRYAN ACHEAMPONG boot for boot ekoso no eno so krata ka ho so asem enso so asem na abepie mu ase enso so a na so pon kroma wakwa kosi eye college education kopimo ye ejidebia ese wakwa kosi eye school dan e de ama wo mo a enye fedi agro na kratai kan wasem kama so e wa sanso na ye tokonu ne won sensen suspension ne won sensem na ha ene ye se ye ma me sofa ye kufu eno mo keke ka ho edoba no ababa betum bia ene krata enso ebo ho enso amane enso ha na wo ba nchemu wase enso a na se mampani JDM ni foni eda se sanso na ye mean enso ni foni eda hani nyina eya galamse ate se ewo manga na emu ase ese yenso se yensase ewo manga na emu ase no ena ya mean kire se enokopie mu ye task force a ye mampani JDM ete no manga na emu ase ya ese no ma hyase ejeje bribe ahodo a ewo manga na emu ase omo hwa wojo bribe na eja wo makwa akotena hodom na eja mu tu galamse nti ye mampani efo na ni ensho no ma ene daily the Ghanaian publisher enso ka ho asem enso ha wonya bia na wakomusuko no akenkan nyina bi kama so ede amati na ya sewa mamefa the Ghanaian publisher enfan sorry krata ni nyina so nefa de aka nyina eto asoma yetiefo ni ahwefo ada ne den na mojebre etie
okay hana ATP meda wasiye papa na unim se NPP amanyokuo no wo mu communicator ye friend no Abubakari Yakubu ne yese BRYAN ACHEAMPONG be ye program bi ene se ja woto nsa e de friend wo se BRYAN ACHEAMPONG akoka se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia election no esanze ye nkremufo nsensem tribal nti no letter no wo se program no nsia sendence ase ochena
onsia ongo
Ebisi hana ATP and Eddie newspaper review no ebe some ye enche kra me communicators ni na no ebe tena se be catch am say exactly 3 pm ya dia wo mu beji wo mu eja na ya twetwe enkomo ede afa o my Ghana hom na ye nwemu ewo akwatia by election ATP di newspaper no eba no o catch am say enipa 10 ena ya grabe wo mu achese ne ye ka etuo mu tuo abushia ebihihye wo mu ho ankasa wo mu nyina no aye ready so wo me ye NPP fuo so wo me ye NDC fuo sa abre ya me mo ka se de ya de me ntumi enkyere ye choice police fuo wo mu mbeba abonte ye beba be ka bibi na ya fra brantie bi Camel ye se ye fra no amasama broni ane Camel amasama broni en wo de se bia ba abonte abushia wo kyere se we de ye kokobo emu wo de pa no de ma NPP amanyokuo no esan se o si NDC fo wo mu be make kenti be ma bole de vigilante fue ya hia wo mu bi e de akwa kogu eye akwatia na just wo kan just me na me te ha na buhia me ni evidence na we na me tie ni sem ni wie na me si ye we de IGP yo yo nu se de abrante e ka sei na just wo evidence papa mo je hia gu hwe de Ghana fo amene ye pese ye de kokromoti kwa akoto aba abepe adwuma de am obi maame ni obi papa na ye ntimembofo ne ye bebo ye tu aba abeku ye ane ye pese sa de ne ebi besi enti ye sere wo mu ankasa se de abrantie ye frɛ ne amasama broni wo si fa kasei mesre IGP so obeto sa de afrɛ no na bebi biara evidence ni hye bia no wo tumi enka na ne sa mema wo mu kodi nyamra sam nyame yadoma on the 2nd of September ye tumi grab wo mu nyina ane eno na Ghana for yɛhwehwɛ na sɛ de abrante ne kasa no sisi ano de wo ka bibie na wo hura na wa hyɛ dade allegedly wo de aba bɛtaa ho nti ɛnde allegedly ebusua wa ka ne bɛɛbɔ to ka me ho ne yɛnkɔ na yɛnkɔtie emra sisi a
NPP penifo me ka penifo a me kyerɛ national leadership menya report bi report no kyerɛ so far no NDC edomo vigilante groups akotia twice and information so as I tell me say I'm prepared to go back there again, and part of the information no is alleged say already no krano omudi nyama meka nyama I hope samuti ase into 20 nyama bi akotete. That's a alleged your friends are unconfirmed, but that is the information menya. Omu national organizer. Some video na online national organizer. Edi ebinum edi kan call ho. Ena omu asan call bio. Within by the end of this week, minimum say some of them will go back to Akwetia. Nyomu yani nina is in readiness for the by-election. Into NPP penning for Mamufa the by-election for granted. Nya omukoya wa Blake no. Information I mean sa can say one person omukoya worse than that. Worse than that. And Mamu dream say NDC is going to play it safe in Akwetia. Intimate as quickly as possible no. Some petition the police service, any the military, whatever is the best institutions are, including the president, say this is the information. My picky and intelligence are the party ya picky say NDC vigilantes no epese omunkoye to trust them wo. Yes, may take things for granted. More when your police for your the police for echo a Blake Manoff without even a handcuff. It is a did to trust them crap police ni no original hono. Nyomu bani so no ontimi nya hwi. Ebi no mpese omunye. Omu best tuma police for ewo ho, but they will not be armed. A more press conference na interior minister ebeye ye no en dada mo. Party penning for e manin dada mo. Say ombe chairman for ni NC. They know them. And mesre me party penning for. Let's take this information very, very seriously because Akwetia might be added again to part of by-elections violence. For NDC they careless. For now they careless. No more person say they want to show say they can bulldoze their way. At TT MPP they can do what they can run us. They can run through the MPP at will. No, after all, then ABC. Into a penny for national executives. Wait there. Information menya. Made better because we enya kukumas and because of plan. I was say your say no more starting shisha no yenim. Enti never we chire there party penning for me fro we chire ama details. Madam say
sama mbroni ena yakwa kotie na bantin wutie ne kasa ye mudidi a na chese de wo kanyina no wani because ono na wodi information no ema MPP amanyo konti we de IGP na migusua asre oye papa se aka obeso nimu ahu na de bebi a jese NDC fo ko ye bebi a wo mudi etuo ne ne ama no ko hyehye ye no na wetumi akire mese mojeshuegu na dosu wo mayimu enya akwatia election just a day election how many constituencies simple and a wohodoma and as how many police stations and a wohodoma and also the ebe ma for babe bru to die gu hodoma babe kunkuma manfo said the IGP anka said the near si fa beden we ye list mistake ye bechew ne ye che won so dia wo bedem ankasa youth the make sure assembly kan ka say munhwe nyansa enkwaje 100 cities 200 cities ngwatam tuo enkwadi nkwasi asement sa wo bedem for life ankasa sabe ya menemo ka say the babeja for enya atnasia enesa NPP communication team member Masa Audu Muhammad Saso ena Kofi Bediako wono so ekasa edema NDC amanyoko a member of Amstead 10 research team women in anom ewa halim si eja memo ma kwa ba shonko e de aba showdown jimedi so ba mama kwa ba
Yeah, no ba.
Bacho bibi aboko de.
Bibi aboko.
Yeda oba de ase. Masa wo de ja wa man wo position e niam to say.
Oh, and am de eh sabra we de ya sa chire de. Na che say ya anisa. Ya anisa. Ya party no na. Kasa bom. Na kasa fo yin so. Mo sam chire fo ya na so. Ena e kosoro ti. Ade a papa nso na ya ka ho asem.
Nande.
Nti na che say NPP party no amofo ani wo ho.
Yeah.
Nti asem kakra bi abeba ho bia no na obia pese wo ka bi. And yes we party no ya party a o ka bi ayemo. Party bi a o ka ho asem a wan ha.
Je be bu sisi ya.
Yes we dey o ka wi a no akofi akwada. Nti ama tembia ya asem ba amofo timi ka no mo ka ni yi. Sa so na ye. So mo ka na si ebetia na ya ye ne ma yi. Because you see the watcha
sano
nim se ni chia. Na mo wo chire no. Na ometima ho se si amoko yenya na ya monko ha. Nti mi se kasa na eba ni nyina no. Some of us ne de enya foforo ma ye.
Okay.
Ya fomo abre nti we no normal.
Okay.
But so they compare years back, the population has grown.
Sure.
And now about 25 million, now we have about 35 million. They definitely they never cost through. But at the end of the day, yeah, party for na see who say party na head ya. Be anti me my. Sure. Yeah, Brian Bawumia aduchumu. So mo popular, mo ko party no mo hwa de. So betima win election. Nobody is popular in this party.
Okay.
Ubia be use party in popularity no dey akọ power. Enti no so wo di ba bi na wo kasa so ya popular wo na wo yesi a. Me ara me say group na wudi. The best thing I saw mo can say we need a united NPP. Yeah. Only united NPP na benye nipa no wa wo na wo nim ade wo na ho ofe wo na wo nim yansa wo na wo sika no ene de emwa. But the party ni na ya adwen say I make I say 2016 they are suspended your national chairman, your national secretary, your national second vice. And still we win election. That's the purpose of unity. So that's here. And it's a party in unity and an election you win. Now we can say be available aduchum kwa na betima win ta aduchum ma me nto aba. Me mo Brian kwa na betima win Brian ba me nto aba. What it means he will lose election. Yeah. Because he will hear the support of the party. Because we say, a few penny dinner. Yeah. The majority is back because no more dinner because of MPP. And to walk or first MPP need do it into the MPP. So or more corner. Ebia Bibaba, Bisubaka or more because they may be a good. Until nipa say na di ala chikoye they are not even up to 100. Okay. They are not sure say party no na popular. Okay. And let us build a party. Okay. Omo kasa omo di atem they should be ashamed of themselves. Sure. Because Brian Kennedy ni na me hu so omo hia no me asatra ho no ogya ho no mo di komo no mo sre. Na wuti baby na wo ko. Na wuti baby na wudi atem. It is very indisciplined, sir. Ubedi candidate ubedi branch ubedi Dr. Omiate what won kwaso because these people ba kukure ni ho ya onua na wo fanka wo mpe because of politics inti na ya mani pano ye di atem sa na ye na do from opposition ye di na atem sa ubedi president ye di na bepem nne ada dia na Ghana for mo pe. Okay, yeah, but I would do and I accident. I could be a major swimming. Nyamiadum, Biaboko. Dear Obadia say, Eja, was so by the also near Mercosay. Oh, Nyamiadum, and near my Kuipa, Mamenfa and Chasronco, and Fama, regional minister, Dr. Frank Amakohine, one me MC Honorable Evans, Chumesi. Juma omo bono na wotwe mu no ade eso anipa isan se na asantiman adwen se anida so asa until say yenya the renewal of the mind ye nyina akoto ababum de ma NDC na ye baaye no so no ye say yi abrantie mojamo no regional minister wokohwe na wotwe mu a atwa mu no a odi sinani so se
every district bia no obekọ no akwa omo no ahwe de ne ma de ekoso wotimi se e de mpuntu ene nsesan papa de eba e wotihwe se oforukrum ya otu ho anamo market ya 8 years ni ye nya ho nsesan bia no nsesan papa de aba osato asoko oforukrum asonwase so osako okọ wayek dan ho no a won se ho no gata kese bi da ho a emu niema efin adore mu a ensu kese bi ato a ebe ha manfo ho or making sure say niema ni nyina no or they put in place.
Okay.
Enti wo hwa so far no so good. Na me come MC asem no so no. Won say ene no mo share wasi no ase. Ene no mo hwa mo twere mo first paper social studies. Yeah. Omo twere social studies no. Enti honorable Kumasi ejina kunye so aka kire secretary south for no. At least 6 senior high schools. Eka chemrante ni se omunko no munko sua de omosua no eno ane beba nti se enema bi se examination more practices no enkra no se do se no a odi apo odi ebi mu kra timi de phone kra shop no me gina kunye so aka chom se de MC ene mo aba school mu ni mo bedin komo no asa hye mu nkran no mestre school ni bi ha se de mpabota machi monko na monko twere kakra na ye de ya kire mu no.
Okay, abusia mabeja for edemanya to omunkaneja ye remove for ye topic for discussion. Mashasi Eddie Efri Masa Audu Enche we Efri Bryan Acheampong or see NPP Amanyoko no adenti and a more boycott a yet central by election to take on that.
Yo, medasina Masa Koswachi a chief for Nina and Kaka of Furukum constituency and Asante Mai Jayawadano Yana Natural and we share dying. I mean, in Ayako. Fikisim kodi na ocheda ama ye dia sheda ye nyina be san hia na yakokra ye nana no ebechia obi a otimi ba bi nyina na BRYAN ACHEAMPONG asoma wo kan no ebia wono na adwene but party no so adwene hu se ehu hia se yabako by election. Number 1, by election between NPP and NDC. Ayana route and the route in the doors. To canning your man. And so share last election now share the difference between the NDC and NPP. Now it was so huge. Until contests are you have as will be any because it was over 30,000 difference. Until now sorry say you bet Mako contest on be aba bano no bia jasumbo we yesi we yakobu we yesi we yakoyesi nsomo kwa no akwa excess of fertility hwia free ma asa yisika seye na ade enti no ade enti na yesi yakọ high ho e wo sa ade no number 2 nipa no the way we si wu ye no kra no esa ye ero hosem so ati ase enti no esa ade mani mi we ni we no each idea wamba jina su bia se yanko bia no eye because say obi asore se me ko adwuma ba the next time we say wa wu ewu no so kora ya ansan hu ne body no kora ya dan ansan fa wa hye jobe but Mutala Mohammed one of the young guys bia no we very hard worker that's part of TV no ka kan se hunu no we a very good person we shana on found so MPP ni no comment we a very good guy. It's a OT and somebody can already so there. And the Abia can share a Johnny. But when you met Kennedy is very good, very good. We hear more will be about wow. Inti really are somewhere different. Mutala very good. Our question. They say I can't continue so about some grants or crana kind of crana. I think you feel sorry. In other way, we are so free to cry. I can't say about the difference was about over 30,000. The men will be close to the community, you know. May I support them, but Brian so feel say, so all league now with free man, just said league no bo. I saw come. How do you say league ya me boy me free? So I got a couple match. I want to make a one coin so couple. It is so far as a air contest in there. And can one yanko stretch your muscles. Then maybe I don't know one who is but me support the party idea because sika be ko send wo ho ni time and then man maybe we kura na and so a mobile tra has discussing about 1 week
sa sit ne so MPP for mo amuni say nyam sit
difference no kura ben say difference no ben the that kwati say ya na NDC ben the NDC for so mo ba fine because omuni say ben on betimi age but the mo ye no mo no too huge ade anka ebia bantuma na yibi na ana say ebia ka NDC for kura baka so mo so kura mo ye dey omo ma because the difference is huge you know me give say benefit no the omo ye no
okay
but now say about link with
to tribal BRYAN ACHEAMPONG. Does this whole tribal politics ebuana?
I am what but sir politicians or omo strategy bia omo di jomo votes and there as someone obeka say no wagin voter okay say yanka say president go jina boku ka say MPP for bar and Antokesi NDC for bar dia so statement na very unfortunate say obeka say because me ka say PNDC tamina na boku ntoka no ewo ho me dia me beto ye PNDC na regional minister in Debugri PNDC Kumasi ni he was the regional minister and Tokani broke it out wako Mamprisi for no Kumasi for ka so mekuno no e kon concern I don't know come Mamprisi for no but somebody who is a regional minister obeti wa ka so wako Kumasi for no aja for no enti wa mono nti ya kwata be fa no concrete say I didn't know wako say o say o ka this now o say o ko she ayaraga
ni fie
so o ye kon concern ayaraga so no ma me Mamprisi ni no papa e Kumasi ni and he's the MP.
Yeah,
Father Kaza could have phone call to Mano. One police for also to Mano. So even 1 month to Makra, when you are the MP, you are the MP of everybody.
Yes, not just
one party. So what you say. And so I'm going to say, sir, Ayina President Mickey, and they are very unfortunate because I can see the genesis of Boku, Mamprisine, Ayina, at the every coaching. But because of politicians, and I started new dimension. You feel say we say one more crown up Boku for him very well say no president can come and stop this fight.
Okay.
Now I make canwa me say one the brass and tihini. Say one baby craft no matter get one require bias. Because maybe the other cano, maybe the other group will need to and I two fractions na yako. I had the amrano back on a favor. So I can say when the friend is here as a mercy. And I'm another thing, so maybe on also Becca. So I can't swear. What can you know? What call her one? And talk about
a home gas and cement.
And you know, maybe they say their own mentality. I'm one come on, because I'm a general. I'm trying home, and say, Nantoka yaku all this wali.
In Faswabe,
also because make us on the cool baku a crew. One of their, one be cool back with a crew. Yama be chat and chino die. I can say a crew, my dear, and pay muja. Some come and talk of Bokua. I don't know what the Baba has said. Yama be cool, Momucho, Jana, and chino die. So almost all Muja and Sanko. So, Intino was on one casa, your major, but you should Chaba, no. Now, me be redear ye, or be cross a Kumasi for Dodge Sherman, who says you. Hana casa. Mamprisi is the whole region. Almost could have one region, no east. Almost have Bibsa or Boku. Then you sit there, I say about Mamprisi for about 57,000. And I could have to follow in a Mamprisi for 43,000. Me, I come from me, what am I free? Nobody will be over because I said to be our over. Say, Mam could have to for a door to change Mamprisi for. And you know, say, we about one, so Utuma we are 1 year we. Make I say 2,000. I say don't get any munifi. Omo kwache chere duku red we red enam brown half we shoe say ajay but to aba ma santini when is that santini ba beje ko ina didn't you hear it? No musu from house to house they were crying. Say I didn't tell but bro for some but to aba santini omo to aba ma santini yawu. In 2000, could for one. Yeah. Because I don't know, Homo Mutiano, Homo Nimianza. So, Otama Kufa, Kufa Barakojapono. Kufuor bɛda akɔgye ahafo. But because politics, Munifie kura, you mean it 2000, you buy and check no ye. They made this kind of things. Enti mesre say sa tribal politics ni you know. Moi ade ni akwa election. Na Mohammed na sigiri mama no free stream. Say na no nya. Say na no nya. He was a man prison. Say na no nya. No mon to mano. Same for they don't vote because of who free how. They don't vote like that. Obian himself the 5 northern regions, you know, majority of them are NDC.
Yeah.
And there is the reason to Amuko NDC.
Okay.
Because PNDC taking 11 years. Maybe brother Penny no a DC. She said what the patasi CCR. Satan open Juma, this is called DC ho. Open moi, this is called DC ho. In the time I have democracy, you know. Not DC for no honor. They were like presidents.
Okay.
And you will be now when you are piano. Except what aligned to the DC. Into ye fee, Uba fear, Yanancia, may NDC for because ya brano or more municipal or more and more coast could be a one and no bomb at that time.
Okay.
And you turn about NDC no. Now, or also NDC into asset or Mufolo. And that was the reason why Silver NDC. And the MP before you try as a benyabi. You try means so bo you be not we say Dr. Mahmoud, but me I'm not here to me MPP communicator. I don't speak for any
political party. Any candidates.
But all the candidates are me this year.
Okay.
And he said Assemble meka but now omo ubo say Dr. Mahmoud can for say one to man boom boom. I say so these kinds of videos, you know, I am incomplete. It is our boss sometimes I have problems. It is zongo no. NDC foreign the car say as MP
before fat money lady.
Into more ya de bad ya beto. Oh that's here. And you go find buy and also. There was me at the maba. Into one to about the mammy boom, mean some but to amame.
Any boom in here.
Boom boom. You could do honor. What I was me to say I so be so. Yeah, the Kennedy bar on Beto. And this is what I got on Kennedy. I've done the party war. But on Mechanis, make us say, John the man, Mamma Gusiso. Not with MPT could be. You're quite not or more salino. No more bought Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Basso. Obviously, they will also be abandoned 2 minutes until next election on Beto. Is it true? What more can? But one, you the ballot box that you on NDC. But they were shouting, oh, you have a trauma, 1 month, Ghana, you're peaceful. So, was it you didn't to know papa? Next time, you have a trauma. They were just shouting.
What did that done?
Exactly. And you know, say or more can say, we buy. You know, the Canadian buy a trauma. What the can buy. And we ain't poor for the SEA to about the main. Don't wait for the only people we need their votes is the floating voters. Sure. You will be on when NDC, when NPP, on the target. But who got targeted NDC? NDC need the area once to tell me any wolf. No, but 2 amount. So I'm MPP need to be wolf. No, I got to my NDC. That is why a government be our power. A party votes were who send the party or for no more on ento. Okay. And you know, sir, my young shed that die who say we bow way better. So when you now 4 and 5 for you now just for me a popular, they should go and form their own party and they will see their smoothness level.
Okay. Matter the matter was here, Papa, because we are go. Mammy Tia will so will take one wide by. Oh, 10 minutes now, so. And that topics, you know, so why boycott Tamale Central by election, BRYAN ACHEAMPONG, and a Casa same way. Uria Neja, what it does ethnic and religious propaganda help political party. Now, what the non so account.
Mimiaba, my main for Queen Sunamenchia, I have 4 wedding or more a now say, yeah, BRYAN, Echo Casse. On TRCSA MPP 4 uncontested Tamale Central Noa. Nay say, Aquaco say MPP no still na emunyo. A sign say, you who you baby or change nano, not the Bejina, then we dear, baby or change nano, the banatin who cry, na the barbaco, and it BRYAN. A sign said, ye na wo Kumasi, and MPP 4 my associate say, Electoral Commission. SCC omo ewo Abekumna North and because of that no 19 electoral areas na kwampo omo nya de so mbekọ akoye de akwato aba ni bi omo fom ho de enhyem me nwa ba se omo secretary issue sa communicate de ba abontia ani be 2 hours mpo na sa maame no atie si dwom se okọ no akwa contest ni ye se de party no ejina ya na omo kan ye no maame no anyede amfa nya adwuma na Brian so eya ade bi a omobi ehu se sika na ya ade nyina isan se no na isade to mojaduro ti Brian koye no o man 2 billion a o man 2 billion wie no o sa ma $65,000 se emfa ma Brian chairman for no no mo hwe na elections na ye de enkoso no muni nkunim Bawumia eso koma for 4 billion adutwum eso ekoma 2 billion de me kam na kwesi nyina ne se party ni ka se yesi ginaye na ye ginaye yesi ni se Abekumna North no ye de ye enko na se party for a mo na mudi edi mu kan na se amanfo eda mo no mo hwe mo asua mo no mo so mo kofo akire edi sika ekom ekupuopo ma me ne se de party na aka no ma ne mfa nya adwuma no ono nkwan ne enko a ne ye se party no mo mfa ebuo ni die emampanfo ewo enti se ene party ne de krata ba say because of say atrenchema yesi Watermere Central any mo modern boys a wo fem poto 2024 manka seninti no ehu hia kra se mo de mo be ko sa about to nim na sa begina ka se won tiase a na yesa won akwa se de bia no woni party no enkwa adwene
aka se won tiase was so just
esan say ye mfa sa enchiche o man enu nti ma example say me ma Abekumna North ena ma sa ma we so de account Abekumna North no kwado de sika de eboy enti me nwa ba sa de na NPP esiye no na omu de die bibi efe no bargaining ni say fa baako na me so me fa baako sa de bi na no omu ye esan say okay say mamo Watermere Central dia eni nke besere mo so what you say nke akwati asome de munye de monfa enye de monfa emaye which is not the case so what you say unim omo mi o ma no but o hwe say after say letter no eba ye na ape no ye nyankofo na bi e be kan say yanko dia anymore but me no ka say electoral commission no enyan close nomination form no a wontimi nsi gina yese NPP se omo yede omo nko but me say me no ka say a me bai ma hu sententan so no abrante baako a ono so wo esilimentem ho no so say oko independent candidate so what you say enti say ni the until say EC no ebeka say okay ya close nomination e close ye no NDC e the one candidate eye ono nko NPP for omanfo obi a in the money the until then the yentimi nka say agroni ya de ye e san so hwe party no a ya mo party no ya boy homodin emretie wa bi ama ho ya kono say the be ya obi a de ne ho de ehim ti brand de mekoso no matunufo say on companyfo ho no onkotie futu na de panyfo be ka no ho no wo so de wogina na menwia eba amanyosem a ye de osom ene enipa mu nchichemu aba be fra no a menwia ba sa de we ya de emwampuntu empuntu na emwo ni nyina free say NDC ye kan se yewura Bawumia obedi NPP echi nenso so eba so mu kwakoyi omu franka tuni no a omo mfa no enyede emani enyede emfa ne emma anyina so me kan sa nse tema kofo free so no Aliyu Mahama anu e vice no okoko gina asuafo du 17 no ono no o ma mfa ama no so what I say into on that premises no enu nti na ma GM dey make those that comment no nanso me nwa ba papa iba ye no ono so ba be make sure say o de osomun titimu dey eba wonu ma de o sha say ye o magana fo nyina hu say bana ono waba no yesuro papa esan say na NDC fo no fi say NPP fo ntimi nkofa semi kramoni de emfane ma na akotie empanyfo modidi mu bi say chama wuntumi chama nkokofu asem obi e kan ne say dankwa adibi buzi aso aide adibi adu dombo na dombo ne hwan amwa so wate mpacho wate asie nti dombo no afi ne di dombo na aide aba na Bawumia so sa si su pi say ba wa ba ne de ebeboa pa abokwan ato ama ni nwanom nkramofo atime anya kwanya atime di party nenim ewo NPP mu enti no se sa ne ma wo mu nyina no ede ekafu a na akwa say omu ene de sa entity mu na ede eba na unim meka Bawumia asemi ayefa no entity mu asem no won se nanado eba otumfo nana mebo odin bu mu ase oba ne ho no na ochia nana na okache nana se nana abranti ayefe na lanchira maten ono ne me call contest na why na adwen se me free so na ebe de ebe baba bedi ma de so what I say no wodi kan akasa asema chi otumfo dada enti no na obi anim se o na na do free ho a alanchira maten na eba ye hu de ye ne se yakofa Bawumia ide edi na ide edi na ba eno enti na ma kiro me tu mra na ma kiro esi no enti emra na ye NDC ye bodawu ache Ghana for se monto aba no maye na ye ba ye be make sure say mofra air control so school no e wa tertiary no ye be make sure say ye be twe o school fees e de am for free ye kan sa ade we ye sa kan biom say ye ba biom a yeba biemu no a ye be make sure say at least ye be provide free sanitary pad e dey ama Ghanaian school children and so yes I can say school feeding no a dey atete apose no and so ye ba be dey ye ba be ni ye emna ye na ye ni abre ni ye ka ene ma ye ba ye betimi aye anti ma Ghana for enhwe so nto aba no na Bawumia de saa osum nchichemu ene no waduru ha ba bi obedu bia na ba bi o dey oka into saa de na Ghana for ehu ye no omu say onka enema oba obeye so wonu enu nti na kohwa ye aba na eto ye no utimi say apart from the northern region one 30 police station ebia no ha wonya aba kra ho 0 atimi say enipa kra no na ogina ho na wo hwa say police station agent ni kwasa akotutia ni say wo mo number otutia no so what you say 30 police station enti ni aba ukohwa aba na eto ye no 16 regions ni nyina no utimi say ba bia e green yes Ghana for apasa na ma no ho Ghana for hwe kwan mbafa so mo atitena mu be de ensisan beba Ghana for hwe mpuntunwuma aba ya mo asitema de adiyi eno na ise Ghana for de hwe enti menwa ye ba na bedu ase no ye ma Ghana for hu se so obi ba na o sha ase de sa na ma no ba enya de ese be de ebeboa ama mpuntu ade akoso
okay once I will share jumedi no so betimi de wajenche afa comment section as the question is political party wo honom say de bi adeche ni adese bia no na wo mo try say wo mo de tribal statement and as tribal conflict e ba e ade etumi ebua political party and as emua political party for wajenche no efa comment section as say mam ye right next topic for discussion masa would mention say if you your next topic for discussion no Kwadwo Nsafua poku en wo kire se de se ye man peni otu kwan too much adeche de se bia de bia no otu kwan no okọ ha no okọ o se e do hwododo wona ne ya adwen
yo madam mo
5 minutes
5 minutes okay me de bear bata kakra
okay
na menu ana ka se Dr. Bawumia na de saade no bae and was say northern region police station bi ha wanya 00 but in northern region upper east region that is Bokke Enclave
okay
and Bokke Enclave no kwa John the man mama so 00 because na e ba bia manprusi
one ma almost one to abana ma
no dey when now the first person okay card ya nke ka say ka John the man mama na start here
okay
John the man mama na be John simpie so ka say se sia dey yesirim for ya pa vice president ho na me no me my vice president Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say see an ye be president and ye ja vice president no na Dr. Bawumia kura say NPP fo yi na ono kura be to aba ma no nti eno na enya traba wa say ye sirim for ya pa vice president
they be a farm of vice
yeah they are vice nti but sometimes me na me who say this can me fa say a traba but a political and I person interested yama so what you say say oka obi ubo tribe na oka de papa no me ya me hu problem but e bia obo tribe no obo boss tribe no wa condemn tribe bi no that is what I don't like me jira hoyi say I say me say by original organizer me ko shia ceremony wa to ba maka to unu na me to aba ma me so what you say no me ka say to aba no nche so be to aba me o maka ma se mawie yes me ye ceremony na nti me kan ya na no wa to aba na ede that's what I say ceremony for say the traba na to aba enka na sigiri mama enka o yini ceremony katembia ka to wa ko be wi ceremony but obato no na wa nyahwe nti sa traba yini de find that emwa and enye juma nso
okay
so enye juma Ghana ha aya na wo na santefo no bebre kasa omo nim say sirim kremofo na doso but sirim Christians na doso. Christians are more than Muslims.
Say Mahama kro o sirim ni so o Christian.
One kwada so no kremo ni kwada no oja obi okro no ko kremo da. Into so when you go to parliament, the parliamentarians now are Christians are majority than the Muslims. But I want for them say when you do sirim pe. It is not like that. So you know sa there no there. Ye betimi aka say obi kura timi ka say me dey me asantini anya bad because we asantini
proud asantini
what the two no ho say me asantini so also we am na also yesire we also can there
me say I'm a fancy and I'm a proud fancy for Maguna Suedu
fancy confederation that's it and you know say that here but say obi condemn obi no na enye especially say tribal war na ye dey because I war no eba na yen wo Dr. Bawumia kra na yen wo no enti say obi kwatra ho say Dr. Bawumia na totuo koma omo na see na two omo no Dr. Bawumia kra ni bi two omo no wosire ho Dr. Bawumia
on the unfortunately obi to mu sake
but because of say John the man mama koke cancer asem ni nti no e na ntoko no ye den no so wo so wo ba obaje president or hene na ma ekuzatofo na ade nti na kro we use ahemfo mienu ahemfo kro bebre o mu use ahemfo mienu because dey me ansa until say wo John the man mama so ye siem na say wo ye royal person obo say siem de etimisi asante reje hana you me the powers in ma asante he no wo de na asiso e na saa de nsi but when you go to north no me bol ga say ye wa ahemfo mienu
okay
ye wa ahemfo mienu no we wa ha o nyina di bol ga he e so amote wo we don't fight. So at the end, oh, your president got now say, na me ba, I didn't know how crew you nipa me ba, you been your hand back up, and all by 8 months, when you're hand back. Then they keep killing themselves. I feel also Santin and Coca. But it's a fast on them, because it will be too quiet there. I don't want to go there. Because we were too quiet, now the baby. So, what kind of son where I are fine. Maybe so too quiet there. But sometimes, Abia, or most of them work at Abia. One also can say I was not too quiet. They are also personal mentality. But I don't think the president too quiet. It become news. Me who say news because president be obe too quiet.
Oh, when crow too quiet wa kopeska e dia about my
and you president be able too quiet. And you know what NDC for na satia na we too quiet na akuru cha black. I think we no more can. No one could to black na kind quiet year two ya kwa no akotwa play mu no akotwa no de chere sisi ano na John the man obi a onim say Ghana ha your third world country untimi ntu kwan kope kakra obe dey ayade no but politics until this time no one here for the next 12 years one here yakoto aba oh here 20% pen abeto aba say yan change asuban na ye nyina ye the same thing always the same thing
NPP for ba no ma bebo NPP about the same thing
I'm telling you say yes sir Kroma for the many of you about the same old son and we are bedu about what is nipa 26 pen abeto aba obi am feel so abeto aba bio so until I say yes change say I didn't ya you nyina support so I didn't ya man can say NPP na wo hunting na wo criticize it say you know okujeta block ka say John the man about no high plane or ba resign e bet ma du ba na emergency case but I saw high plane e ko into will you resign into how we now use an answer into quite too only day I don't want to talk more about it because Mr. President ba obetu kwai
okay coffee be dey akoma mintie we 5 minutes
me aba your friend is saying abranti ya say me o kan dey Kwadwo Nsafo na Kwadwo Nsafo so per president ya di o Kwadwo Nsafo your friend is saying MPP ni on so per president Eddie
Kwadwo Nsafo ya Kwadwo ya energy transport
na papa no ade a waye no ade bia ha adwen esan say politics of equalization bia na opeso wedding oye no
that was we bi
esan say emre bia ne de o say esi ene anase de o say de eba esan say emra ne ye ka say MPP for era akufo o tu kwan no ye magana fo huun e kwan na otu e ka ye de ye bo ho to the sense with me to kwan say okwa Champions League 1st June 2021 so what I say Qatar 2022 first match and now they say we took akwa he ball no be masin aba we nyina ya de a jet fa nipa 150 no na don quite meet them so what I say no kwa no I dey no akọ no aba na akọhwe 1 hour bia no $17 So what I say $17,000 and it's a country di ayede yebo sani ma ya dia ede e ha o man no na saa mran so so ma na Ghana ne wo hu ehim na ni mu ayede ayedin sikasem hu ayede ayedin die bedie kura no me ba na no ayedin
na covid nso atwe ni
mo enti no se ne ye kan kire wo se ne ye kan kire wo se Akufo-Addo akwantu na wo tu no na edoso a ne ye dika so what I say lawyer ba ko e friend no lawyer UK02 so what I say onu kwa de catch Akufo-Addo say the rate at which who took kwan Ghana for a complain e be ye tie because what kwantu no enya de say de ebo party no so hu ya lawyer ba ko nso say NPP ya Adomako ba fi ekotena PCFM e ka say ai ye say Akufo-Addo so a opakwantu na ope akwantu so a wo ko so ofa wi mishen ya ubedware wom na dware na odware wom na ade nso na so gu ye so ana okọ PCFM na wo kan sa asem no we mu nyina ya ne ma Ghana ni tie na ne bo ede eti enso yewura President John Mahama ebayi ade oye ni say 17 February 2025 afia mu no wa hye na ministers ene ni cabinet ministers for ni na say obia ni ho a obetu kwan a was ofa first class so what I see because obaye no Ghana no na atete apansam asay enti so wa Ghana fo hu say ye nyina obia enso ya sene ne yenye de betimi de emfa mo oman no a eni kwan say wonu mo ba na mo de mo live extravagant life I say shepe so wa hu no said the oba ya wa making sure say na go betimi yi ministers nko amako 124 enso oba no say no mo ntum bo ase me yi 56 na anu ya no de fo abeka ho amana do 60 na je say at least ye ne man kakra na kufa President Mahama bayi akwanto do say no to akwan to mi no pe ba ko a ko e no
emru mi rudi
mi aba akwanto a watu no said the American me say e kan bi no akwanto mi no pe na why dey watu first one otu ye no I no otu no 18th January sa 18th January no na okọ Senegal ekọ Gambia ugina so ekọ Angola kakra eno na oyusu ni nya presidential jet Ghana for esha say esi den na oman ewo jet eden ewo ho na wajai na unwia de no wide no akwa ema ye be kire mu say ewu kwan wa kona awoko no Ghana ye penny crying den enim eye free Ibrahim Mahama na tu ho ache wode ball man no eni ntin wode ko Ghana ni ya amoka ba ko cry de ewo ho ena sa time no so no na sa play no eno so no na ewo I friend same and review go through process ewo sa de no and akwantu a o say to official traveling no any second one ya wede okoyi nti second one okoyi so no mi aba wa kire mi say okono so no ofa commercial flight Ghana fo bi kura abo enye de enyo so nenso mi aba okohwe se dwuma okwa die no yesi enho kire yen na okono no nko a hyepe dabi esa na ye bo man ne ka nti so mampani ekotena passenger plane mu na so wede wode kwa Ghana ni bia beti access okay se de obia mo ne ho so enti ase de na wonim se okoye no so no o pe manta mu mi a de onya so mfa so ka se pa ya santeman esan se budget ni mu no na ye wo ring roads de mu a ye se kwan a ededa mantamu esi kwan kesi mu no budget no allocate ebi de ewo me nwa okoye no Japan aban so aso na sene se o se ba be boan asa ye bia de aka ho na se kwantu no okoye no ye pe emfaso pa wo so a ye asanteman ye ne ye de ye nyemu kese pa bi san se ye complain se de ya kwan enye ene emabunu aye se bia be nya adwuma ye ewo AI mu enipa 300,000 aye no say dey e manfo benya so mfa so entimi nwa ba me kan we me anu akusie no na me kan mo anu akusi se omampanyin John Dramani Mahama atu kwan a eya santima ye yedie mu ntia eye Ghana say dey be mabunu benya adwuma aye de aye ntia me pa cho okọ wanwane wo wiem
okay
Ghana sika no wide wabo eho ban
okay me so me da wasiye papa masa odi yenra ye next topic ni ye the fourth and fifth topic ni ye carbon Raf na one sense me Rage Hospital ya woko ya nurse ni show issued 7 million defamation bro one sense mama nka designs was eja Raf the ba hospital hono wa ba bebo ma ye minister for health no kra no dey say me atudwan mama tie will take on that
according to the TN say one Bruni Baka say wa assault girl ama ono so ba out say entisa ama ono kra ka so obebudua say wa assault girl no but the enti ama me hu say me wa assault girl no say Ralph no wa to training by basa that ya say enti enya mo wa say oba what my assault girl but only say assault no say o de say call oba no kra they will tell me that assault. So that we tell you the way we should be doing something call no. You better say o say can say cry. You better say assault. But if you on face assault, you say wa bono. Am na money. O better do the wa mono. But the way we should be approaching the cry no. You in a say one verbal assault. Cry and cry the one for say can cry na who did na tell na cry and also assault. To work out o bodua no. Na you say man ko you know because assault na so many things. And after meeting say oba no so kra say wakoko e dey akosu no
7 million
say wa bono na ade but we are say no ye wono me dey meeting aka no say ye bodi too much enye ena rafu akwa we ka be ye ka say NPP for ko ye ma ro kra kwa ama eno kwa ye
o se Ghana mo bebrebe bi wa na ye dey
so na emo be na chen wo se aka Ghana bi emo a se o na okra na we first one enti se ani kwan se o ba wiase na ye bodin bebre ye tena Kumasi ase no na obudo ho na obozi ho o mu nyini nchen me but me mete ho mawu
okay
o bi se obi atimi wu but sometimes your behavior no e betima mo wu ntem because when nam na we tutasa na ebodin ya say aduro bi enchen anu a edidi muko na ya ka wasemasi asemasi wo mo aye sore 80s na ye krom ha na ye ho say ye ahodenfo na me ka ho bi na me ka ho bi na one of them but now me the nyasa to
okay
because obakọ ko yesi basani ebodin na o stop cars na o jiska na o buwe at the end of the day budo no ofana bo ni tuo na o wuye bozi okobo obi ina fans no so koy no okowu a lot of them met match kompoku you were shot and killed in Ashtown so mo sorry yes ade na mo wu ntam ntimesre say ono na asem no de o mo njai sa de nyo ono nko na me kasa kire no so yo babunu na wo sorry a sa tutu asem no emfa faso bi amrew
okay
so odi ba futu asem ko de ko to da me kra faso wo so
okay
odi ko sua adwuma faso wo so
okay
chance oba nam na yebodi ebia na okra won ye boni bia o but ebia de bia yebodi ntino ya kwa that David kra ebia na wan shara ye boni but o we dey sa na ote ebia na that day so kra wan ye boni o so anam say ya ka say de bia yebodi ni ntino
ye be ka say
sa na ote because o timi hwe Ghana nim say Ghana for mo bebree na biwu ana ye dey sa ata no obi ba na wu Inti imagine say nipa 80 ko wuye no because say more bebrebe wu a do you know the harm the person will cause to their families so what as here enti say we na o kan no kra na say apremand because wa anya de enti no me de again so was you no court enti yan hwe de court no be kan
okay Kofi Mamintie won so
me nwa ba asema isi ho no asema eni kwan se so yeni kwase so kra isan se odwumayeni akọ se okwa som ne man na se na adwuma yemu no se emfomso ana se bibi aide abaso a enye ebro ana se enya kasakasa ene de yede eso ano isan se wohwe last year wohwe ya chiche ni bia na wo kire a school for ade one of the senior high school that's I think it's 11 December 2024 school ni e se tire na sa de ebo nani a chiche ni no nani a de asai sani ma we eni kwanse so ene de na no ya ebesi enti no nurse ni a wakwa na adwuma ne de sa de na Ralph eye no enye esan se CCTV footage na e bae no ba bia ni ho a yehu sa asot no a wabo na ma ne nsa hwan no eno no CCTV camera no footage na e bae no eno no yehu bibi side ewom nti na Ralph no e wakwanya bebre se ne ofa afo na wo video betima video na de aba beto abontem obi ehu se oh wo de oyare ni eden ekoye no nurse ni no emiemi an phone so wajai e bosri hehe so what ya say ama Ghana fo nyina ide ehum na minister no so no yewra community account in fact abrante ne ye bia papa no obo no humodin pa isan se afia bosomi ye ikura no unannounced oko Achimota hospital and osa call Ganoff unannounced and you know how no chase you could do honor yes ma me didn't na ha na oma common sem otimi kwa could do washroom hwe near my head e to make sure at least he understands patient and patient also understands him entine se ko ba se Ralph bibi antwa ye na se wo ne nurse ni wo ne kwa ko nyiya saa entoka no a menya de se de eboa ni kwan se ye de ye be so nti ye be sere nurse for no so in fact mintimi nka say the nurse ni ye wa anyi ni ye isan say you and I were not there but mesre nurse for no e ba say eba enipa ho adwuma eno na mo se mo pe eno na mafa atom ho so nti say nipa no ba no baba bidru a aya munya abote because adwuma no ba bia na pressure wo mo ba akofo ye fro o hwe we o se hwe we nti say wutira ye na se nipa no baba bidru a wa ba bedu ho no nko ade o expect say jai de wo hwe no no ne bra na be de ne bra be hwe no nti mesre emabawa na e wo na se adwuma nim se mesre wo mo a o mo mfa abote enya adwuma menua me de manu sem AC no in fact nurse for nyina secretary twum in fact mesre ne say bibini a mesre ne say onya abotre esan say the rate at which a minute bi obenya bia no onya minister kasatian enya de say yesu ban papa esan say we kandini nti say asem krampo asi na say odwen say de wachita for kan chiro enye saa ne tie a ko minister ho minister bi na pro to am bia asat 9 PM na minister would so office so what I say say me see with me two America dey e ba ho be hwe de ekoso enti no the rate at which every single minute bia no na general secretary for friends nursing for midwifery council no na all na ba to the sense ordinate to kwani ho no me pa is papa o ye kwani mapa so what I say o ye kwani mapa ne mo wa bontia e de papa nti mesra ne say sa ne ma ne de aya onhwe oma ensi eya me kokra no na
final words me
na ma sa de nchiasronko ama me MC a wo seche south ona botwumasi say mesra no yame oma na hoden isan say wa start bi friend community engagement oba okrom no no ahemfo na be hia policy problem na no wa putting into the table where they wo ye ho adwuma in fact wakokona all the communities now getting in touch with the people nyame oma na hoden one na pamfo nyina so betimi e de na adwuma mechia no
okay masa we also final words betimi de atwa
me final words there me so makasa kache minister say yen sem bia so na yeso de na no tutu aya won so no hu so ye minister kakra
ebi ni de
because we mo ka ayi ho asem ye sa professor no ho asem no na o ka bia na yen no
o fana no ntu
okay o fana no enti na se sia no na before say me ko no egukuru na we buy wa 2.4 times and 2 times o de ka cost health oko kasa haiso no oko Angola osako Canada ine se oko to watu kwa 4 times
maybe na 2 year ne personal na 2 year business
official travel official travel so what I say
so no atu no kwa obi enfa ho
ene ma che
wa leave president leave ye
no ba e wadi na he
ente na ka no na so 4 there so 8 months what to that 2 months be 2 kwa baako you know we can say 2 into na make we can say make am but as a month week be over 2 kwana de be ba I support it
yeah can you say vice president ekoye no okosa no hoyade no otu anamo ekoko sra no ekohwe se de na pomudi e na wode aka ho no
that's official
so what I say
me wadaji
me chere ni say
wadaji no
me chere ni say eno say no eno say no uka say watu kwan a would we koba ho obi aba hu say obi a woni abadaye me ne sa na sem na me de make
that be yes kwentu say okohwe vice president
obi akwentu
obi according to what the bi ono kasa according to president was it the vice president kasa
ntu ko ya kwahwe de sai
ntu ko kwahwe no kra ya bata ya kwentu me nka so ba ntu ba kwahwe no bata ya kwentu ya me mpengu ya me mpe okwa de bikosi a Ghana for ana yesa nti ya kwentu nti maka so kwahwe obi ntenya kwentu ya kwentu na nado wo so kwahwe ayi say John da mama here so kwahwe ball
otimi kwahwe ball no ase
mama be here no mama waru ka ya president o re yere waru so kwahwe ba football and so ya ka say nti because ya hwe ya be do dipa nto aba
okay
but they do ya no say ata na oba nka o but na na de na okọ de o so kwahwe football obo na obo ka
Okay, masa how do any go fi be dia ko meda masiye papa say jende meto ensa efre mo ba shoulder jimedie no mo be ka me ho ejade ekoso o my Ghana no ya twetwe nkomo e de afa mo so am join here from start basis cyber beda mo nyina se na post re so ekoso enipa 41 na eto aba Dr. Bawumia nya 24%, Dr. Yaw Educhum enya 2%, Bryan Acheampong enya 0.1%, and Kennedy Ohene Japan so enya 73%. Comment by NB Emilia was a good afternoon host, you are looking beautiful, thank you so much. Saso and Ken all the way Zita also good afternoon, good show as always, thank you so much Zita. Abrania baby our comments near dia wo de banom eya me huni nyina or say is Bawumia preaching unity today. Has he been able to talk to Abronya on his public insults behavior? That is one of the biggest questions ever. Bawumia, so who should we blame? You made NPP lost, accept it. Okay, Monica, I say whether you like it or not, Dr. Bawumia will emerge the winner and not that traitor, hypocrite and evil Kennedy. So you can say whatever you want to say. The Lord will show mercy unto Dr. Bawumia when he wins 2026 election. We are ever traitor.
This one, this is not help.
Whatever comments you come, nipa bi obey we be and we ever ready say your best support sani parsa so and bright. Bright so say, oh my God, unbelievable. I see Dr. Bawumia as a big joker. He have to stay away and let have peace to be the best for the best man, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan. Okay, and some sister reply, also Monica, you are foolish for calling Ken a traitor. That is unfortunate. Also, without Ken Japan, and people will never win power. Zita say, I think some of you are visionless as your leader Bawumia. Oh, Bento, I see if NPP not stop, Ghanaians is watching you. They say the same thing you did last year. That has made you lost. That made you go opposition. If you are not careful, NPP repent. And internet comments maybe about Kumasi online TV and Amakin can be there. My friends of Ken TV comments about Honomen so idea so and I think TV mama show ye ever Honomen you brain yakopon Esha Munina ye papa Panyampe China and I say Wabaku could do for Meba Betina Belgium and there no communicate bien ba mi ankasa mi mu no e da metra se na eja matutuja e de afa de ekoso e wo man Ghana ho no me da production team ni nyina ase hana ATP e the newspaper review no e be so mo sa so no executive producer so e ya Mr. Daniel Yebo Nyankopon ehira wo mi nyina ye power panyampa china exactly 2 p.m. me ba betra fidie man say nam do Ghana ho nsensem nyina so aba be so mo stay safe ye be san so edi hia.